Dan the man. Dan,
Thank
it's
you,
a
man.
pleasure to
Thank
have you on.
you. Appreciate you for having me, man. Again, let's have some fun, man. I'm
Yeah,
so happy to be here, bro.
we got a lot to talk about. It's never a dull moment in
No,
Baton Rouge and
no.
LSU as a whole. But yeah, I think we decided the first thing we want to talk about is obviously this Bama game coming up in a couple of days. I don't know how you feel, but I mean, I don't know how I feel necessarily about winning, but I am excited to see how they play under Frank.
Man, that's big, man. I agree with you, but I feel kind of weird about this game.
Mm,
I'm not gonna say it's a catch 22, but if we win, I'm gonna be so mad because we got all this. We could have been undefeated. We
yeah,
didn't have to lose this year. But I mean, with the restrictions we have, I guess with the coaching staff, I mean, and if we lose, I'm kind of, I just want to see if we fight, how we fight, man,
right.
just how we lose. But we got enough talent to beat Alabama.
Oh,
A
for
lot of people
sure.
don't think so. We got a lot of talent, but I'm hoping it was the play calling that was holding us back. I'm hoping.
I think so. That is another thing I'm very interested to see. I think a lot of it that I've talked about so far this week is just more excitement. Like, seems like Frank's really rallied the troops, and I'm excited to see how physical they are and how they play for him. 'Cause, he's a legend. I think they will, but yeah, almost gets lost in all of this is that Sloan's gone. Atkins will be calling plays, and we're gonna run the ball. Give the ball to Harlem Berry. So yeah, I think that's a good point. The play calling should be interesting. Maybe a lot less RPOs, take a little of the thought out of Nuss's head. So I would
Please
agree with
do.
you there.
Please take it out because I mean, with Joe Sloan, I mean, he come from an air raid offense. I mean, he runs that. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't see any air raid philosophy in any game this season. So I'm like, I'm thinking that's probably where we was going towards signing these big receivers, these big name
Yeah.
receivers in the offseason. Okay, maybe we just gonna throw the ball around. Since we can't run
Yeah.
it, we gonna just throw it all game. I'm like, I wasn't mad at it, but if it worked, it worked. But man, hopefully they come out, man, with some fire, man. Like just fired up because they Texas A&M lost, man.
Yeah. They
It
quit.
hurt me.
I mean, they quit the second half.
That hurt me, man. I didn't even watch the fourth quarter. By then I was
Neither did
already
I. Yeah.
I probably already took back a couple shots by then, by the fourth quarter.
Oh man, me too. I got a nice drunk TikTok put up there after after the game.
'Cause I was just the first half was so good, man. We played so good in the
Yeah.
first half. And I'm in this room here with my wife. We watching the game, and when we blocked that punt, I looked at my wife. I'm like, we may win this game. And I went to the bathroom at halftime and came back. Oh my God. It's like
Ass kicking. Yeah.
no adjustments. And we stopped running the ball for some reason. Harlem Berry was doing his thing, man. I don't know why we took out his hands. Caden, he was doing his thing too.
Yeah.
I don't know what the plan was, or were we trying to be too cute, maybe? But I just do what works, man. Because I was actually surprised, but not that Harlem Berry was seeing those holes. Like he looked
Yeah.
like an upperclassman. And I'm like, why couldn't he have been playing, like getting carries? But again, the play calling, I mean, the
Yeah.
personnel changes. I mean, dare I say, maybe that's on Frank Lucas. I say Frank Lucas. Frank Wilson. That's what I call him. That's what I call him when I see him
Frank
recruiting.
Lucas.
Yeah, when he's recruiting, I call him Frank Lucas, man, because he's just diabolical. Like he's a legend recruiting wise. So
Yeah.
that was my nickname for him. But yes, Frank Wilson. I'm sorry. I I don't know if there was his decisions which running back is in at a certain point, but I know they have a collective meeting before the games, all week about
Right.
what person that's gonna be in it, each play call. But I'm just hoping we get it right, man, this weekend. Win or lose, I'm gonna be yelling from the rooftops. But
Oh yeah.
I think if we
No,
win, go
I
ahead,
think
Mazar.
about Frank.
Uh-huh.
I agree. I think maybe the one criticism, if you can have of him, at least as an RB's coach, is like the rotation's always flowing. He rarely sticks with one guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, he's a legend. But Harlem's got the best vision on the team by a mile, and I think that's
Yeah.
probably Durham's biggest problem. It seems
Yes,
like
sir.
is
I agree. 100%. I
his
agree.
his vision needs to develop. And then going back to the block kick or block punt, we
Mhm.
were talking about this last week. Like such a dichotomy for the season. Like when is the last time I couldn't remember the last time LSU blocked a punt? Like I
Oh,
cannot remember.
you right. I guess that
I think it had to have been years.
yeah,
And
it
then
it
and then going past that, the next half we give up a punt return for a touchdown, which is like I can't remember the last time we did that either. So it's just like the whole Kelly regime was always one step forward, two steps back.
I just don't get it, man. Like his first year was his best year. The first year, did we beat Bama first year, right? We won
Bama,
the West the
man,
first
yeah.
year. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe he just we give him some time. Maybe he just need the pieces because I respect Brian Kelly, but in this era, this NIL, you know, you can't you can't be that type of guy, man, in this era of football right now.
No,
Like what you did at Notre Dame, I mean, I know you have restrictions on your recruiting and things like that, but we always see Brian Kelly make it, or he's always top five. Notre Dame's always top five. He's winning 10 or 11
right.
games. But we all knew whoever they play in the national championship, they're not winning, and
They getting
and he
busted,
knew
yeah.
that. So that's why I was like, yeah, like bring on Brian Kelly. He don't seem like a fit, but give him the pieces, and maybe he just, can get at least one national championship. That's what I
Right.
thought. But that second year, man, we had Jaden Daniels, and he was coming
Blew it.
along.
Blew it.
We had, we had three first rounders for 2 years, and just the defense. Oh my God, we couldn't stop
Yeah.
a runny nose, man. And I was just so shocked at just how like we looked like. I guess we didn't have the athletes, like we didn't have the players, with I guess from I mean Brian Kelly brought in the transfer portal class. I mean, but it wasn't SEC
No.
caliber
Well,
players.
if yeah, if
And
you'll
not
remember,
disrespecting them,
all the
no
big
disrespect.
names they brought in were complete whiffs. Like I think going into that year, the biggest worry was the secondary because
Oh
the
my
first year I
God.
think he brought in a lot of people like Bernard Converse and like Makai Gardner that they were serviceable in
Yeah.
22.
Been
And
in the
then
game.
going into 23, we got Denver Harris, we got Deuce Chestnut, and I mean I can't remember two bigger
Oh
busts
my God.
at
Man.
LSU in a long time. I mean Chestnut lasted like 3 games
Yes.
before he quit, and then
And
Denver Harris, he had his issues off the field.
I guess they gave him the benefit of the doubt too many times for me.
Yeah,
Denver Harris when he got there, and I'm like, he doesn't look ready. Like he looks lost all the time. He looks lost. And I'm blanking on our safety's name. We had him for a couple years.
oh man,
Number
which
8,
ones? Matt
um,
Burns, Major Burns.
Burns.
Oh,
And I'm like, man, I know he was highly recruited, man, but it just seems like maybe he wasn't getting the defense, like he wasn't understanding where to be, and he was always beating coverage. And I'm like,
oh man, always.
they targeted that
Yeah,
man. I'm like, Matt House, you might as well play these freshmen. Like
yeah,
we had Spears, like like he was like what 6'3". He was kind of big as a freshman.
yeah.
I'm like, we could play. I'd rather play him than deal with this. But wasted talent, man. That's if we had a serviceable defense,
National championship. I think you at least make the 14 playoff
you
back
at
then.
least
Yeah,
top four,
yeah.
and we'll be looking at Brian Kelly totally different. But I'm thankful it worked out this way.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, I am. I am. But I'm sorry, I kind of delved off a little bit, but
No, no, you're great. I
I
mean,
wanted
there's
to
a lot to
add,
rant about in that
yes,
season.
because we just a roller coaster, but they love to hate us, man. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, they love to hate us, but I'm trying to think, man. What's that famous line? They hate us because they ain't us.
Anus. There you go. That's true. That's true.
Like,
Because when LSU gets it going, no one has the swag like we do. Like after coming off of 2019, I
oh
mean,
my
we're the
god.
hottest thing ever.
But they hated that, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, how can you deny? Like I knew. Quick story. I'm sorry, I don't want to delve off too much,
Oh,
but
here we go.
in the off season, I actually got through on Paul Feinbaum's show,
Oh yeah, nice.
man. And my wife was like, "You finally got through." I got through right, and I'm like, going into the 2019 season, and I told Paul, "This is the year." I think we just who was the first? Who was the first game of that season? It was like I know it
Uh,
was an FCS
Georgia
team.
Southern or somebody like that.
The way it ain't the fact that I knew he was going to beat him, but it was
Yeah.
just how and like how fluid the offense looked and the defense was stingy, even though it was that caliber of team, like the way they were playing. And I told Paul Feinbaum, this is the year we win it all. I told him we may not lose. I may post it on TikTok. I gotta find it.
You gotta find it. Yeah.
I may find it. And I told him we gonna beat Bama this year. And I told him it's just the offense that we were having against Bama. We could have beat Bama plenty of times in
Yeah.
former years. It was just our offense when you just so focused on running the ball and they know you're not going to pass it much. Leonard Fournette was supposed to run all over them, but it's because we not passing the ball so
No off.
much.
Yeah.
They
No
can just
passing threat
key in
against
on
Heck the
him
box.
and just take his Heisman away. But anyway, I'm not gonna dive into that. But that's just that's just what it is. Is we can always be like every year we have the talent
Right.
other than the past couple years. But again, Brian Kelly is just it seemed like he really didn't care if they make
No,
it.
I mean that's shocking to me because I
Yeah.
thought the whole reason he made the move was that he was hungry for that national championship. That he was on. I assume he's pissed off about the one time they made it, played Bam and got their ass kicked
Oh my
in the
God.
championship game, and
Man, we knew
he's a
they
Hall of Fame type coach, and I think he wanted to come down here and solidify his legacy as one of the all time greats. And to hear that he pretty much mailed it in after the first season
I'm
and
like, oh
basically did no recruiting. I mean, I read a article in the Athletic the other day where one of our assistants had some recruit on the phone, like literally on the phone, and walked to Brian Kelly to try to get him to talk to him. He's like, "You got to make an appointment." It's like, dude, well, I mean, seriously, like that little of effort to be the highest paid state employee in Louisiana history, and to do that, it's just, I think it's disgraceful.
I guess I can say entitlement. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Oh,
want
there was a
to,
lot of entitlement. I mean,
yeah.
just the spoiled comment at the beginning of the year, man. I think Brian Kelly thinks he knows more than everybody else. I think he treated this fan base like we were a bunch of idiots, like he was always the smartest guy in the room. And to be fair, even though at the time we didn't want to hear it, that is what Notre Dame fans, that was their gripe with him when he came over.
And I just ignored it so much because
Yeah,
I'm like, shut up. He's gonna have the talent over here. He's not in South Bend no more. Y'all
right.
can't get those caliber of players there. Shut your mouths and just let this man win one or two over here and then retire off to the sunset. But lo and behold, they were prophesying to us and we were just ignoring it. But again, I'm happy it ended up this way. And I've been hearing like I think I saw a post on Instagram, but it was like maybe he had just agreed to his buyout. It was respectful. Like it wasn't like
Yeah,
argument
that
or
today
really.
I saw
It
the
was
same
just
thing. Some message he sent to someone in football ops got leaked. Like, yeah, he is willing to negotiate his buyout.
I'm like the fact that he knew. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like
He
you
didn't seem too upset at all, man. He was at Superior the day after he got fired, having him some chips and case. So I don't think he cares anymore. But
oh,
apparently he
you
wants to
making
get back
money
into
like that?
coaching, which is kind of surprising to me.
I don't know. He don't want to be home. Is he don't want to stay home, but with
He's
money
not
like
going to stay
that,
in Baton Rouge a second longer.
oh no, no, no. With that type of money though, man, just go chill, man. Go
Well, he's
chill.
going to go to his beach house in Florida that apparently he went to every bye week, which that's another
Oh my
insane thing to
gosh.
me.
Yeah, I saw that too. I'm like, I'm hoping they're lying, but then again, it makes sense if it's true. Cause I'm for you to not even be like, I know it's a bye week, but you're at least having meetings, you having walkthroughs, like something light,
Right. After
And
the Ole Miss game, that embarrassing loss, we totally should have won that game. You gonna go to the beach the
oh my
next week?
god, yeah, that's what I'm like. Oh my god, I was so mad we lost to Ole Miss, man. It was just it seemed like we were just stringing along, like, okay, we're gonna win the game.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, like 2 3 minutes left. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Nuts gonna make a hell of a throw to Brown or Trey Dez Green, and we were gonna win it. But it was like Lane Kiffin, who was probably he's one of my candidates to be the
Oh
coach.
yeah.
But I kind of got a monkey in my wrench about this whole coaching search thing. But hopefully we can talk about it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'll let you know what I think. But again, like Lane Kiffin called a hell of a game, and I just accepted defeat. It was like 8 minutes left in the game, and I just sat down, and we were like so close.
Close. Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think. We were in shotgun. But it was like a third and short, and we passed the ball. It was like I, not a screenplay, but it was like a quick out or
Something
something.
bad. Yeah.
It was a bad play call. I'm like, man, at least try to get that yard, run the ball, go for it on fourth down. We were like, like it was time to be aggressive in my eyes. But
Yeah.
when they got that ball back and he ran the clock down, like just we couldn't get off the field third down that game too.
Yeah.
Like
I think that's the difference between a coach like Brian Kelly and Lane Kiffin. At least with Lane Kiffin, he's great on the offensive side of the ball. Brian Kelly,
yeah,
not sure what he does. And then my problem with Sloan all this time is you watch a guy like Kiffin, like how they beat us in that game on that last like third or fourth down. They like sneak that big ass tight end they got out the backfield. He's
yeah.
wide open. They did that
I'm like,
multiple
oh my
times in the game. At the time, I was like, I have never once seen a Joe Sloan offense like scheme up some nice easy play for Nussmeier. Everything looks so difficult. Even the drives that we scored throughout this year,
it
it's like
clunky. Like it
it
just
it's clunky. It feels like thank God they actually scored. Like they might be able to get it down there, but then it takes like 3 4 plays to get in the end zone. So yeah, that's what gives me hope for the next coach is that the bar is honestly so low for what like we just need a coach that cares and hire a decent offensive coordinator. I think you'll get a lot better results.
yes, I agree. I just I just want us to keep Frank and Corey Raymond, man. Like
Have
whoever
to.
comes in, that's why I truly believe we don't have to really. I want Kiffin, but
Yeah.
that means we're gonna have to wait and basically till off season. If he decides to leave, we're gonna miss the transfer portal window that they changed.
Yeah.
There's only one. We can miss out on some good players because if we get a good coach now, I truly think we may need to look. I'm not gonna say look in house, but if Frank Wilson, if he wins this game Saturday, he got to get an interview, man. At least,
Okay. Yeah. Let's get into it now then, because I think it's a good way to start the coaching
yeah,
search
yeah.
conversation. What does Frank have to do in your eyes to be like a serious contender? For me, this Bama game, he like if he wants to be in conversation, he probably has to win. I
Yeah.
feel like the only realistic way he could actually get the job is if he wins out at this point. And if he does, I'm all for it. If he
Yes.
can win out and the team looks a lot different, which you would have to, I would be in favor of it.
You know what? I don't want to shortchange you, but I truly think if he can muster winning, beating Bama, of course,
It'd be
you got to
huge.
beat
Yeah.
Bama. That basically gets him the interview right there. If you beat Bama,
Yeah, for sure.
that gets you in the door. Okay, Arkansas is still dangerous. I
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. They could beat us if
Their
that
offense is
offense.
legit.
But I'm just hoping on like we have such a good defense, so a lot of that stuff will not happen. Only we just have to. We can't stop mobile quarterbacks. But again, I'm hoping not to dive off too much. I'm hoping Baker had like handcuffs. Like it was only so much he could
Yeah.
do with Kelly just maybe having a tight grip on it, but I'm pretty sure, man, he can do something to contain a quarterback.
Yeah.
But
Well, maybe it's what he said earlier this week when Frank Wilson at the press conference Monday was like he came to him and was like, it'd be helpful if we could do some actual hitting.
Oh,
this week to get ready for the
that
game. I mean,
that
that could
shot
be a
is
big
good.
problem. I mean, if you're just playing patty cake all week and the only time we're ever hitting anybody in season is the actual games, like
Oh my
to
god.
me
Yeah.
that explains a lot of the physicality issues we have.
Yes. With the old line. Oh my.
Oh,
I know we're young. We'll divulge it off, but
yeah,
real quick, Frank, we beat Bama. Frank,
yeah,
Frank, Lucas, Wilson, beat Bama. Okay, beat Arkansas, of course. Handle business. Handle business against Western Kentucky.
yeah,
Frank, if we beat Oklahoma, you will be the head coach, man. They love Oklahoma. Look at they got Oklahoma. Oklahoma's like 12 in the top 25
yeah.
right
They're
now.
up there after they beat Tennessee for sure.
That was their only big win to
Yeah,
me. Because at the time Texas was, oh my God.
yeah,
But that I think he should get the job if he do that.
yeah.
I want Kiffin, but again, I rather money go towards the transfer portal and his
Right.
NIL, man. I really prefer. So if we can get like a the Missouri head coach,
Drinkwitz.
yeah, drink with you. If we can get him, if we can get him, I truly believe like his mind offensively is something that kind of gives me 2019 vibes. Not to just keep
Yeah,
building on 2019 team, but that's the best team of all time,
yeah.
man, in my
That's
eyes.
always gonna be like the baseline because it's like the greatest we've ever seen.
But he would take us to another level. But I just don't want to lose Frank and Corey Raymond.
Yeah,
Now, if he has the mind, he would keep the whole defensive staff because he's worked with Baker, at Missouri
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Why not just keep him there?
That is
That's
one
our
of the
whole
interesting
defensive.
things about
That's our whole
Drinkwitz
defensive
is
staff
that
still there, right there.
yeah, like you said, Blake Baker was his DC. I think Kevin Peoples was the DN coach. Jake Olson was their safeties coach. It
Come
would be
on,
funny. I know Mizzou fans would be pissed if we took
come
Drinkwitz
on,
because they're already pissed that we we took all their
come on,
defensive
man.
coaches a couple years ago. But yeah, like you said, my worry with Kiffin is just the timing of it. Like
Yes.
I think Ole Miss is one of the better teams. Like they have a legitimate chance to make like the semifinals or potentially further.
Yeah, maybe
And
we
even if
might
you maybe
make it.
have some backdoor agreement with Kiffin, all of a sudden if his team's in the semifinals, Kiffin isn't known to be this upstanding guy. Like I could see him
Oh my God.
changing his mind, and you want to be there with your pants down.
Clifford, don't do that, man. Because they
Yeah,
have a good team, which we were supposed to
yeah,
beat, by the way.
for sure.
But again, the play calling was horrendous, and the defense also let us down a lot that game. But they're a
Yeah,
great team.
they
Kiffin,
they were on the field like ridiculous amount of time though.
yes.
So I kind of give them an excuse for that Ole Miss game,
Hmm.
but the ones past this, no, because
Yeah,
it's just the
Vanderbilt, man.
running
We
quarterback.
should have beat Vanderbilt, man. People
Yes.
love Vanderbilt. We should have beat them
They're
easily.
nothing special. They're
Come
nothing
on, man.
special.
Why would you have? And I love this linebacker, Devon Keys, I believe his
Yeah,
name, maybe. Why you got Perkins? At least put one of the bigger say put Halsey at the star at the time and let Perkins play that position as middle linebacker to guard the tight end.
yeah.
Come on now, but
Oh yeah, they had Keys on Stogner, which is like he's like 6'7", and Keys is like 5'10". It's like what are we doing here?
there's just he was able to separate from Keys so easily. But
Yeah,
it's just the athleticism. Like he's a great linebacker, man. He's a thumper. He makes plays, but not in coverage. He don't supposed to be in coverage.
no,
So Diego, he just killed us with those tight ends, those little delay routes. They'll block for a second, then go out to the flat. So across the middle, that killed us. And then still, we could have won that game with all the plays he was making.
yeah,
We missed out on a lot of plays defensively. Like we'll
yeah.
have them, and he just
hmm He
took
was like
our
Johnny
hand. Like
Manziel back there. Yeah,
I'm
super
like, oh my
frustrating.
god. So I don't excuse that loss either. But this Texas A&M loss, I I knew we were gonna make it close. Well, I thought we were gonna make it close.
Yeah,
But at the end, it's just I put our defense up so high, man, this year because they shown me. I mean, Clemson, I don't even respect them right now, but
oh man. How high were
respectfully,
we riding after that game,
yeah,
man?
respectfully, I don't respect them. Okay,
Yeah.
but the way our defense was just playing, basically up to Ole Miss and basically up till now, I just held us up here. I'm like, if we had this caliber defense with Jaden Daniels,
Oh,
that's two. Because we could have got man, we could have beat some people the first year with Jaden Daniels. Like
yeah.
with this defense that year, we would have made it. Oh my God, man, we wouldn't have lost. Maybe we probably would have lost to Bama. No, we wouldn't have lost to Bama.
No, I don't think if you gave the 23 offense with this year's defense, I don't think they lose a game.
Yeah, I don't
The
think we lose.
offense was that good.
I was just trying to be humble because neighbors was
Yeah,
young, but you know
it's still
we
a
had so
beast,
much
man.
talent,
Yeah.
man. But he still was so good, you know. And Lacey was, getting reps then,
Yeah.
we. But it was just we had so many weapons with Jaden Daniels his first year, and he just had to get it together. But we digress so much, man. Let's see LSU brings us. It just takes us through so much, bro. Like
Yeah.
the potential, like people will hate LSU, man. We should have at least 3 or 4 in
I
the
know.
since
Yeah.
it. But anyway, but that's my top candidate, the Missouri head coach.
Really, that's interesting because I feel like the narrative on him is people don't like him. I've kind of come around on it in the past couple weeks. I like how even though we've poached a lot of their coaches, like he seems to have a good eye for
But
assistant coaches, which is obviously a huge part of being the head coach. And then he's hit at quarterback out of the portal every time he's gone there.
I'm like,
In a
man,
place like Missouri, it's hard to win 10 games consistently like they do, and he does.
and he wouldn't mind having a dual threat quarterback, man. He
Oh
wouldn't
no,
mind it
no.
with a strong arm.
You can't have a statue like Nussmeier in this era of college football, I don't think.
Man, we wasted him last year. I believe like last year was his peak, even though with all the
Yeah.
interception. Last year was his peak. Like he I gained a lot of confidence in him after watching him last season.
Oh
It was
yeah.
it was just he has to improve in his decision making. That was the
Decision
only
making.
thing with me because I don't mind the gunslinger mentality,
Yeah.
but what'll hurt the most if you do it at the correct times, at clutch times, not just. It just seemed boneheaded at times his interceptions, but last season was his peak, man. It's just he seems hurt still to me, but
Yeah. I don't
he's
know
been a
what the
soldier. He's been a soldier though, man.
I
I can't blame him. Our old line, man. They're
I
growing.
don't know how to feel about him because on one sense I do feel bad because he has stuck it out at LSU for a long time in an era where 90% of kids would have transferred years ago.
That's where the
And he
respect
has this
came.
great year last year. And, that, like you said, it's just the decision making. It's something you can improve on. And then this year he comes in and it's just like this mystery injury, the horrible decision making. Is there, like you just said, like we can live with some of the turnovers, but at key moments you can't do it. And he
Yeah,
is that interception he threw in the red zone against Ole Miss in the first half was
it
probably the
hurt.
worst of his career. That
It
was
hurt me.
brutal.
We were
And
more,
now there's things coming out that he didn't put in the work in the offseason like a Jaden Daniels did. And I saw someone mention like just look at his body coming. Like he seems like heavier this year. It just
man. I
doesn't
was just
seem
gonna
like
say
he
that,
yeah, he didn't do everything he needed to, it sounds like, and that's very frustrating for the amount of money that we're paying him.
man. I mean, you get that Heisman hype. I mean, I thought he looked good at the Manning camp. The Manning Academy,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Apparently that's all he did though.
yeah. But again, Jaden Daniels put in so much work in the off season, man.
Yeah,
He was a pro his second year,
yeah.
and it wasn't no surprise he succeeded his rookie year, in Washington. But gnarly injury. Hope he recovers from it. But
Oh yeah, terrible.
the one thing about Sloan, man, he was supposed to be like a QB guru. So
Yep.
you mold quarterbacks, and he knows how to work with the quarterback he has. So you supposed to be on Nussmeier, man. Like, look, use this virtual reality thing that Jay like. This is the blueprint. Just follow this.
Mhm.
You should be good. But again, man, I don't know. I respect him for staying, but eh, I'm not crying for Michael Van Buren to play. But I was like, just at least try to. You have like it's 31.
Yeah. Now,
I
I was
mean,
about to ask you, how much run would you give Van Buren? It sounds like he'll probably get some packages this game, which I like to hear. For me, it's tough because I feel like if Nuss is, just as quote unquote injured as he was the last time he played, I think Van Buren might give you a better chance to win just because of his legs. But
man,
also, I feel like we kind of owe it to Nussmeier to ride it out with him. So I don't know.
we
What do you
owe
think?
it. We owe it to Nussmeier to write it out. But Nussmeier also owe it to us to
It's
respect
true.
the fact that he should have some packages. Like say we get in the
Yeah.
red zone. Like, third and goal, we on the one, things like that. Or, maybe, like 10, 15 yard line where we can actually include the threat
Yeah.
of QB run.
Read
Yeah, we're
option.
doing
I mean, Sloan. Remember, think about this A&M game. They ran that fucking QB draw at like the 2 yard line with Nuss. It's like he's literally the slowest quarterback in college football, Joe Sloan. Like, what are we doing?
man. You know how bad that play was.
I think that was the worst play call of the season.
I felt like an expert because when I saw him in it, and again, we was in this very room watching the game. My wife was up here with me, and I said, "I guarantee you, baby, we finna run a QB sneak." Well, I said a QB delay run, and I mean a QB sneak. And lo and behold, when he ran it, she just looked at me like, "Why did they call that?" like, I'm like, even like that didn't make any sense.
Sense, yeah,
See, then at least you go to that double, triple tight end formation you have. You at the one, man, like
yeah.
up the gut, but that's behind us, man.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
That's behind us, man. That play calling was crazy, but I believe again, Missouri coach. That's again, I'll be divulging, but the Missouri coach, man, I want him. I just don't want to wait for Lane.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm saying Lane is my pick.
In a
I don't
perfect
know.
world, you would prefer Lane, but yeah,
I
I
don't
would
want to
agree
wait
with
on
you. I
him,
don't think you can potentially wait until January, like the middle of January, because
because you
I
have
just don't want to, screw ourselves for next year because we weren't able to go in and get anyone. And people don't realize. I don't think there's not a spring portal this year, so it's all going to be on this January, this short window. And even if Lane Kiffin does come January 15th, we still got to build out a staff, and it's just you're going to miss out
man.
on a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt me, man, because I feel like, and he deserves it, right, man. He can bring in whoever
Yeah,
he needs, man, because he's such an offensive wizard, man. Like I would never worry on a crucial third down, even though
right.
sometimes he can
Yeah,
be boneheaded sometimes too. But that's every. But with Lane Kiffin at the helm, he don't even got to call plays. But I know he can call plays. But I would not worry offensively what we have.
yeah,
Even if we don't get like top recruits or whatever, the offense is gonna be good. But
good.
at
Yeah.
LSU, he's gonna be able to get who he wants.
Oh yeah, I would not be worried at all. If we hire Lane Kiffin, I think you would probably retain a lot of the players, and I think everyone would be wanting to come to LSU.
Yeah, if we get the Missouri coach, listen, hit me out. Like say they're doing good right now. So
Yeah,
say I mean, they come close. They get a good, they get a nice ball game or whatnot. You give him a call, and he comes along, and we catch that a portal slot, man, with him.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
And
he's a hell
then,
of a recruiter. That's another thing.
come on, he's at LSU now.
Yeah, yeah. I think he would do good.
Like, look at what he's working with now, and he always have a nice offense,
Yeah.
always. Defense can be chippy, but in this day and time, man, it's hard to have a
Yeah.
good defense, man.
Yeah, I think with Drinkwitz, the one thing I like too, just in like how he recruiting is I know in Missouri, he really locks down all those St. Louis recruits. So I would have a lot of confidence that he will make in-state recruiting very
Come on,
important. And I think his resume and everything speaks for itself, but there's just like this narrative that he's like a white guy with a bowl cut with glasses, that he's like a little corny or whatever. But
so
I
what?
think it's about winning games, right? I mean, like we
Yes,
said, 2022 when Brian Kelly beat Bama, Brian Kelly, that's our guy. Like we're
come
defending
on,
him.
man. Yeah, I'm like,
Doesn't matter.
All
Win games,
all
it's
he
gonna be
needed
good.
was to be here. He would win
Yeah.
big games, and I'm like, oh my god, such a fall off. But do you have like a underground coordinator or anything that you may think have a shot? Or do you like any coordinators out there? Like, say we go the cheaper route, man.
Yeah.
Any coordinators, anything like that?
The Oregon guy is interesting because he's kind of been all over the country and done well. I think it's Will Stein, but it's just a big jump.
Oh yeah,
I'm the coordinator thing. I'm kind of out on. I think that's a pretty
yeah.
big jump up. If you really want to maybe go cheaper and take a bigger swing, I would maybe just take a group of five coach. Like I'm sure we'll talk about Summerall. I like the North Texas coach a lot. He's
Oh
had a
yeah, he
like
got them. Yeah, they playing
he's a
ball.
QB wizard. It's just like I don't know about recruiting and everything like that. But
They're
what do
playing.
you think of a guy like a lot of smoke about people like Kelvin Shepard, Joe Brady? What when you hear those names, where does your mind go? What do you think of that?
Oh, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm kind of out on Joe Brady
I'm so out on Joe Brady, man.
because
Good.
he told us he ain't about to recruit, man. And recruiting is so
It's a
important because
non-negotiable. I
yes,
agree.
you were at a gold mine in Louisiana. That should be number one. Like so, I'm like, he should, stay in the NFL. He's getting paid more, and he don't have to recruit. He just got
Right.
to worry about, maybe scouting, maybe. But Kelvin Shepard, I think I would like it
Yeah,
if
I
that's
agree.
not
But
weird. I think I would
yeah,
like that because I don't. Again, it's a possibility that the staff is going to be the staff. Like
yeah.
I know Frank is going to be
Oh,
there,
Frank Gorey would definitely be
and I know
the
Corey
Shepard
Raymond will
coach.
be
Yeah.
there, and I will want Baker to be there. That's the uncle. I I want him to stay, but I will not be, upset if we got rid of him. But I want us to keep the defensive staff. I believe we
Yeah.
got something cooking, man. I really do. And you keep bringing in these recruits, we got something. Just whoever. I like Summerall too, by the way. I really do.
I like
But
him too. Yeah.
we get Kelvin in, not to be counting, his money or anything. I don't know what he's making in the NFL, but I know he won't be too expensive. And
No.
I know he won't be too opposed to having some money to go towards. But
Yeah.
you know, recruiting the transfer portal. If we're not going to be too stingy, I mean, we don't got to overpay for a lot, but get what you need and know who you want in the portal. Have a purpose for them, and we should be good, man. Whoever comes in, I really wouldn't be opposed to whoever we get. But
Yeah.
this is it's such a gold mine, man. Like I like Summerall though. But
Yeah.
politics behind it. I mean, it's some rule. We don't, we don't do that. Like let them stay there. Like
Yeah.
we're not gonna transition them up to the LSU. I I'm just hoping if we can get the Missouri coach, I would be happy. I I want Lane. I just don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want to wait on you, girl.
We
I
don't
just
wait. Well, that's also
I
the thing
don't want
I worry
to.
about a little bit if they went the Shepherd route. Is that man, the Lions are good. Like,
Man,
what if
yeah,
they
the
make the Super
playoffs,
Bowl? I mean, are
playoffs.
we waiting until
Yeah,
February?
like come on. Again, it's the weight thing. I think we can capitalize on the time that we're in if we
Hmm.
go ahead and get our coach in. Like if you're not gonna give Frank a chance, even if he upsets Alabama, and we finish strong, basically. Just go ahead and get on the phone. Like if you believe in somebody, go ahead and get them in here, cause we got
Yeah.
we got to hit this portal and we got to hit the recruiting hard, man. We got to get some of these commits to stay, buy in again, and
Hmm.
keep a lot of players on our roster to stay too, man. Cause
Yeah.
the
We got
schedule
dogs. We
the
got some
schedule
dogs that we got to
cannot
keep.
get any easier next year. So
No, it is rough next year.
and the
No,
only
I agree
way,
with you. I don't want to sacrifice next year for the chance that maybe you get one of these guys because I mean I think we're all tired of LSU. I'm not. We haven't had a good season by our standards since 22, man, and it just sucks. Like last year for me, and the last 2 years have really sucked because it's just been so disappointing. And then this year it sucked, but it's exciting now that we're doing a coaching search, and it gives you positivity
Yeah,
moving forward. But back to the Summerall thing, I agree with you. I hope they actually give him a fair shake because this idea that LSU is too good to hire Tulane's coach or that Governor Landry is going to do
man.
some politicking with that, it's so dumb logically because
Yeah.
he will not be at Tulane next year, regardless if he takes the LSU job or not. He's either going to be at Auburn, Arkansas, Kentucky. He's going to be an SEC coach next year. So you need to do your due diligence and interview him and take him seriously because,
If Auburn's smart, they better be calling them right now.
yeah, and that's supposedly like one of their top candidates. So I've said this before, if we don't take him seriously and he goes to somewhere like Auburn or Arkansas and it turns out he's a kick-ass coach, it's really going to piss me off.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% because I like him, and he seems like he cares about
Yeah, for
Louisiana.
sure.
So why not bring him in? Just let him build off of that man. He has an eye for talent. He's working. With the guys he's working with, he's doing pretty good at Tulane.
Yeah,
So again, you in a gold mine. Why not? It'll be. He's not gonna ask for. Well, I don't know. I don't think he'd be too expensive, but
it won't be like a Kiffin or you're not going to Kiffin. I feel like it's going to be close to like 15 million a year. It's going to be crazy.
yeah, because Florida gonna come right back,
Yeah, they're
maybe
desperate for
off him.
him.
Because see, Kiffin, that's why I want Kiffin. Because if he goes to Florida, they're not our permanent opponent. So, but I know,
Yeah,
I
no,
just, I just don't want to deal with them ever. But I know we're gonna have to play him a couple times. So, Kiffin at Florida would be dangerous.
yeah.
Anywhere we can get it. Like he's getting talent at Ole Miss, but come on, man, he got some.
In Florida, it would
Come
be
on, he got
different.
Sage Ryan in the secondary, and come
Yeah,
on,
and he
man,
still beat us, man. That pissed me off.
he ain't do anything that game,
I
bro.
know.
And he gets to talk. I mean, at least Womack got a sack. You know what I'm saying? Which he did the most basic move ever, and he just did a little dip. But again, we not our
I mean,
linemen are
you could get a
young,
sack off
man.
our O line.
Not hopefully we can keep this O line though, cause they're young, man. We're asking a lot for them.
Yeah,
I forgot we were playing freshmen basically and sophomores. Like I'm forgetting, like man, maybe I'm asking for too much because they're
but
playing
that's just an
the talent.
indictment on the coaching staff, in my
Yeah,
opinion, because, like you
yeah,
said, yeah, these guys are young, but I mean, they knew that going in, and
eyes
they did
hard.
spring ball, and they saw it through. And they thought it'd be good enough. And I think the O line was like the one glaring question mark everyone had going into the season, and it ended up, yeah, it is a problem. So I think
Brian
if you
Kelly got
retain
promises. He had
Kern
promises.
and some of
Yeah,
these other guys, that in the future they could be very good, but it could all be for naught. I mean, they could leave.
man. Quick funny story. About Kearns. Randomly, um, my wife's sister's husband comes to tell me, like he just walks up to me and tells me that Kearns is my first cousin.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
like, really? And I just knew he was lying, but he showed me pictures and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, hopefully, I think it was South Carolina week, I believe. Um,
Hmm.
and I'm like, well, he should get some snaps tonight at South Carolina, man, because we should take care of business and beat them. But they didn't play, I don't think. Oh well, until an injury happened, I believe. Some
Yeah,
situation. I think he got some snaps, if I recall, but he wasn't really getting any snaps, And I'm like, this is a talent that you should have in at least getting some run in, because at guard, I thought, but they have him at tackle.
but yeah,
I
that's the
just
thing. He's supremely talented because he is a guard, and he comes in because Weston Davis like somehow breaks his nose in warmups against Ole Miss, and Curran comes in at right tackle on the road, hostile environment, and puts up maybe the best
that's what I'm like.
O lineman performance of the year, and then they put him
Yeah,
back on the bench,
I'm
and
like,
it's
come
just
on, man.
why?
Why? Yeah, like it's just a decision, man. I'm like, why take him out? And we, man, again, I hate we lost the Ole Miss game. Man. I'm sorry, keep bringing it up.
I hate them. I
We
know I
could
hate
have
them
beat them,
too.
man, but again, just the potential. But we're gonna be okay, man. It's just I don't know. This team is so wild, but I just don't want us to wait, man. Don't wait to get a coach next season, basically.
Right? Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're waiting in the damn near February, it's going to be a problem for next year. I don't want to just punt on next year necessarily because it's been a long time, man. We deserve to be in the playoffs and deserve to have a year where we have some big time wins because I feel like we've just been hitting all the layups the last 3 years, and every time we get like a game where hey, this is going to be a tough one, we just fold.
Man, I do not want us going down and all the other programs are going up, man.
Right.
And it seemed like that's what it was with Brian Kelly. I'm happy it happened when it happened. But let's just go ahead and get our guy in here.
Yeah.
Because if we keep a lot of our players, next season could be special again.
Yes, I agree.
Especially whoever we brings in can find a quarterback if we don't believe in Van Buren. And
Maybe
again, I
yeah.
I think we should give him a shot, man. He
Yeah.
impressed me at Mississippi State.
Oh yeah.
It's just again with him. I mean, I guess maybe decision making again with him. I've been hearing. So hopefully he works on it in the off season. He seems like he works hard, man, because he seems so talented, bro. So I hope
Hmm.
he has a chance. But whoever we get in here is just a sweet spot right now because you could
I
make an
know.
impact immediately.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I want to see Van Buren just get a game solely for to know what we have, going into next year.
man, I say let him start Western Kentucky. Like
Yeah,
give Nussmeier a break, man. Just give him a bye. He still dress out, put a headset on just for that game. You come back, for Oklahoma, man.
finish
Go
it
out,
out. Yeah,
go out strong. Just I think that'll be a perfect game. Maybe play a couple snaps, but give him a chance, man.
right.
I think he has a future. I really do, Van Buren. He seems like I didn't know he was that small, but 6 feet, he's pretty good. He's athletic.
He's fast. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all I care
yeah.
about.
I know he has the threat to run. That the defense has to consider him scrambling,
Yeah,
keeping it on the option. With Nussmeier, they know he's not keeping it.
and it's crazy because they would always still run like the read option with Nussmeier, and it's like the defense knows he's never going to pull
Yeah, so why delay it? Just give it to the no option.
it.
Just have him play designs,
Exactly.
zone, counter, whatever. Oh my! Our offense is starting to look pretty good running the ball too. For a team
Yeah.
that can't run the ball, may I add. For the past few games, we actually been running the ball pretty good. Even though we've been giving up the games.
Yeah, and we
Because
just give up on the run. That's the
I'm
problem.
like,
Harlem Bear getting 6 yards a touch,
you getting
and he
paid too
just
much
stop.
money to not see it or ignore it.
Right.
Like we're gonna run this offense and that's it. But you abandon the run, you get a 15-yard scamper by either one of your backs, and they won't touch it again. You know, for a while. I'm like, Nuss makes a mistake. Nuss throws an interception, or
Right.
it's a 3 and out from there on out because now we just trying to throw deep, and they're playing cover 4, or they just 8 people in coverage because they know Nuss will not take off. When you can get pressure on Nussmeyer with 3 down linemen again. That whole Miss
Yeah.
game, bro, it made me so mad. It made me so mad because Kiffin just is king for that. Like
Yeah,
he
he
didn't
had
have
the game plan for sure.
to do much to beat us. Just ticky tackers all the way down the field, 3rd and 1. Just Kiffin. He called a hell of a game, man. But
Yeah. Is there any other coaches maybe under the radar that maybe not necessarily you think will actually get the job, but if they did, that you think they could be good?
man, James Franklin.
Oh no, no.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I see you don't like that guy, so I'll just say it that. But man, and no, sir. I heard somebody say something about Dan Mullen. No, no way. No,
Freaking Matt
no way.
Moscano, man, came and said that yesterday about had an aneurysm when I heard that. That cannot be a real candidate.
Come on, man. Come on. Not Dan Mullen.
I mean, it's a tough question
That's a
because I
good
feel like
question.
everyone and their mom has been linked to the job.
Cause you brought up the North Texas guy, but
Yeah,
SMU locked down their quarter on their coach,
Rhett Lashley. Yeah, I think I'd have been happy with that, but it doesn't seem like that's happening.
and I was like, that he was my like underground, like we got the guy from SMU.
Yeah, he's
He
good.
brings that offense here because that offense is he's gonna get the athletes. So that offense
Yeah,
looks crazy that they're running with the dual threat quarterback with an arm that he was the one I was thinking, but they re-signed him. They re-signed him. They took care of business with him.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I,
SMU's got
I
that money. They don't have to worry.
yeah, yeah, Dallas, man. Yeah, I just don't know where we go, man. It's gonna be a soap opera from here on out.
No, it's
And we,
gonna be such a long 2.5 months, however long this takes, because it's just gonna be rumor after rumor, and most of it's gonna be BS, and we're hearing
yeah,
names, and in the reality, it's not true. Another one I'm starting to hear now. This would be very interesting, but someone has made the point that Vern Osbury, AD's son, plays at Notre Dame. Maybe do we try to entice a Marcus Freeman to come down?
no, I would love it. I would love it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I
I,
would love it.
I just had to ponder on that a second, but again, it's LSU. I don't want to sound like that guy, but it's LSU, man. Like, get somebody in here that y'all believe in. Again, I don't want to say I want to go the cheap route. I want to get the right guy in here, of
Yeah,
course. But if you want to go a route to where you get, oh my God, can you say his name again? Missouri coach,
Drinkwitz,
Drinkwitz. Okay, that's why I always say Drinkwitz. Drinkwitz. If we can
Drinkwitz.
get a
Yeah,
guy like him, give him maybe what 12, 13 million, maybe a year, because that's kind of
Drinkwitz.
over.
I think yeah,
That's
maybe
over.
like 10. I don't think it would be super expensive
Okay,
compared to.
10 or 11 million, something,
Yeah,
just to make them feel wanted, and you're gonna dedicate a lot of money to the NIL and transfer portal. I think he will flourish, man. I
I
really
agree.
do. And again, if you be smart, you just keep your homies, keep Baker. Y'all just
Yeah,
cook, man. You can get the players there. They gonna see us winning, man. They gonna come. I mean, you give them their money, NIL, what they deserve, But it's LSU, man. It's not gonna be hard.
you don't. Yeah, you don't necessarily need Nick Saban to be the head coach to win a national championship. I feel like you just
Hey,
need
man, let them
a B
chill.
plus coach that is 100% committing to putting in the work to recruit and do the hours in the film room. And I don't think it'd necessarily be that hard to get back to where we want to be.
We brought up Saban real quick. Did you see? It was like my friend sent me. It was like it's supposed to be a tweet, maybe, of like some kind of meeting with Nick Saban. Did you
I mean,
really like that, man?
yeah, I have heard that they have called him.
Like
I've heard they
the
called him and they called Dan Lanning and they called Oregon for Dan Lanning's contract and that's the
really?
reason that yeah, that's what Rufino was saying and that was the reason he came out and made that big public thing like I'm
Oh,
staying at Oregon because supposedly LSU called Oregon and said give us his contract, we want to read about his buyout. And his buyout's something crazy, like 25 million just to
oh, that's
negotiate with him and
swinging
hire
for
him. So
the fences. Oh, I like that. LSU
yeah,
guy. That would have been an expensive but
yeah, not realistic.
impactful move if that was a miracle was to happen. That they
Yeah.
just shock us with this. But I say Saban should stay retired. But if that tweet was anything true, like it was like they offer him like just a coach for like 2 to 3 years,
2 years, yeah.
and then become the athletic director, something like that. But I'm like, at 74 years old, that's a lot to ask for.
Yeah, I just have a hard time thinking he's going to come back to LSU when, Alabama's field's named after him. And I don't
Yeah,
know. I think Bama fans would be absolutely furious. I don't, and I mean, which would be amazing for us. But, I don't know if he wants to mess up his legacy in their eyes like that. And I mean, he's been going out on like game day and stuff and doing these interviews and
yeah.
honestly not shedding the best light on LSU saying it seems to be a
Yeah.
lot of dysfunction. He basically said he thinks Lane should, stay in Oxford. He said, what necessarily is better about these other jobs than Ole Miss, and I kind of felt like that was a dig at LSU a little bit. But yeah, I
Could be.
just
Could be.
I don't think he's coming back. But yeah, Shaq even came out and said that he heard a rumor that they're talking to him. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they should call everyone. They should
Yeah.
call Saban. They should call Lanning. They should call Marcus Freeman, Lane
You wouldn't be
Kiffin.
doing
Like,
your due diligence, man.
yeah,
I
can't
think
hurt.
you call Marcus Freeman more than once.
Oh yeah,
Like you get him, you got to get him to tell you no a couple times,
yeah,
just to see, because that'll be an impact play. But I mean, I think he likes where he's at, so
yeah.
we
And my
gonna
only
get
thing
to
with Freeman would be he played at Ohio State. I would just be maybe worried, 3, 4 years down the line, if
yeah,
Ryan Day ever got fired, all of a sudden you're worrying about losing your coach to someone else.
right,
But
right.
I mean, I'd still take him in a heartbeat. If you told me right now you can have Marcus Freeman, I would 100% do it.
That yeah, that'll be nice, man. That'll be nice. Stand up guy. He'll bring a lot of swagger, to the program. So
It'd be
again,
a
he
lot
likes to
different
recruit.
than BK.
Likes to
The
recruit.
reaction out of Notre Dame fans would be 100% different than when we took BK. They would be sad this time.
Man, two coaches in a row. Y'all should
That'd
have
be
kept. Y'all
hilarious.
should have
That'd
kept
be
Kelly. Y'all should have kept him.
hilarious.
But yeah, I was willing. I was. What I forgot the question. I was gonna ask you, man. Um, I can't think of this coach's name for nothing in the world. But the guy at Georgia Tech.
Oh, Brent Key. Yeah,
Would
he's
that be too
interesting.
boring? But I think Georgia Tech is his alma mater, right? Like that's his.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's his alma mater. I don't think it would be too boring because with him, he would fix the culture 100% in terms of
you're very
toughness. Like
tough. Yeah, yeah,
he'd be toughest. So I
yeah.
do like that. I think the criticism, or not, there's no criticism of him. What he's done at Georgia Tech has been amazing. But
Yeah.
people, what they would worry about is when Hayes King wasn't there, the offense has been bad. And every time Hayes King has been out, because he's kind of always banged up, because he does the Superman impression every week for them, the offense doesn't look like too great. But I don't know. I could sell myself on Key easy because he would fix the culture. And, I think it's different. The people we have on our team compared to Georgia Tech. And their offensive coordinator is supposedly like highly sought after to be like a group of five head coach next year. So,
Okay.
you get a package deal with those two. It could be good. So he wouldn't be the most exciting hire, but kind of like we said earlier, I don't think you need, this A plus coach to get better results. So
Yeah. Just believe in your pick, man. Whoever we get,
yeah,
we gonna welcome them in. Just take advantage, man. The soil is just so plentiful. But I wanted to ask you about the game again, like the Alabama game. We do
okay.
play. We do have a game this
I
weekend.
know, I know. We are still in season.
How I want to ask you, how would Bama beat us, and how would we beat Bama?
Bama, man. I think Bama beats
Alabama.
us. Yeah, I think Bama beats us if it's just the same old on offense. Because I have some hope for the defense, even if Witt doesn't play, because this will be the first time in a minute we haven't played a running quarterback. And I think the defense is way different when you take that element out of it. I
Yeah.
just really want to see how big of a difference, and I think the key to winning would be how different does the offense look. Because there's another thing that we could have on Bama is that I've already seen Bama fans like a little worried about this on Twitter. It's like no one really knows what to expect with the offense. Like
Because both of
I
our
would
offense
love
look
to
like
get
we're so we got so much potential. Like
right.
we'll stink up the whole room, but any given time we can look like the best offense in college football, both teams.
Yeah,
Because you got Ryan Williams,
yeah.
and he's been spreading that ball around, man. Ty Simpson,
It's that Simpson. Yeah,
like he's been spreading that ball around, man. Like he has 20 touchdowns.
they
I
have
think he
great
has two
receivers.
rushing.
Yeah,
So He's gonna be in the Heisman running, but I I think the way that we beat them is again if we're balanced on offense, we will beat them. We have the
Yeah.
defense to stop them. If we just play discipline ball, if Ty Simpson do try to make plays with his legs, we handle him. Like we can't afford Perkins, having
Yeah.
just bad decisions. Like he can't read it or what. But
Hmm.
if you're spying or you got to kind of contain, let's keep contained. That's the only way Bama will beat us. Because if we can contain Ty Simpson and he has to make amazing throws, I believe we will beat them.
Yeah.
And if our offense is fluent, like again, complimentary football, Brian Kelly will always say, if we actually play that way, discipline, just convert on third down, keep it out of their hands. We look fluid on offense. Use Van Buren in the red zone
Right.
sometimes. Just throw a little wrinkle in the offense. Surprise them. We can beat them. Like we have the talent. We can beat them. They're not
I agree.
the Bama of old still. You know,
Yeah, they're
and
beatable.
yeah, and I'm a Matt Moscona guy, but I kind of stopped looking at the Bama is burning videos because
Oh man, he
we
frustrates me
actually
with that.
we actually started burning as
I
he
mean,
was
that's
making
just
these
karma
videos.
for him. Yeah.
And we didn't even realize it. Like the smoke
I
was
know.
there, but we just
Yeah.
man, we spent all this money in transfer. We got the best transfer portal class. So the way the offense looked last season, his team offensively. You got Nick Anderson, man. That dude, he was a star at Oklahoma, man.
I know.
Jeez. Trade Edge Green. Oh, we really have two unguardable guys that you can have in at all times, or most snaps. We're not even using what's the transfer from Florida State? Destin Hill.
Destin Hill, yeah. Yeah, he's been a ghost. He hasn't even gone on the field.
Man, come on.
I know.
Don't let him get into the game Saturday and make some plays.
Oh, that'll piss me off so
Oh my
much.
God. That's what I'm saying. It's not a catch 22, but it's like if we beat them, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
But if we lose, I'm gonna be upset. But I want us to, fight. I don't want us to just get blown out, which I don't think it's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want last season game. Like, oh my
No,
God,
no.
they
Yeah, I
was
think
just.
we got a shot, man. I think
I really do,
I'm
man.
very confident that they're going to come out flying because I think Frank's going to get them right, and I think it'll just do a world of difference having a Frank Wilson pregame speech to the team compared to Brian Kelly because I don't think he could get anybody fired up.
Man,
And I think the defense will be improved just because we haven't played like a pocket passer in a while, and we do much better against them. And I'm very interested to see the matchup with our corners on their receivers
come
because
on, man.
Ryan Williams, DJ Pickett,
I think we
Bernard
have the
against
upper hand on
Delane.
that. A lot of people may not believe it. I believe we have the upper hand on that in the
Yeah,
secondary. Halsey is a
Halsey,
vet
I
back there. Like
love
Halsey,
Halsey.
he's really surprised me with his play. He's
Oh yeah,
physical. He can keep up with most receivers in coverage, and the tight end. He has good coverage. He has good
he
decision.
is a beast.
He's making plays, man. I mean, we really have what it takes to beat him. I just can't wait to see, how it goes. And we have the talent, man. We really do. I wanted to ask you though, do you think about this? Like, do you think we can just use the formula Florida State used against them in the beginning of the season? Play
I don't know
call.
because I feel like they quit a little bit, and I feel like unless we're using Van Buren, we're not going to be able to use that same game plan because
That's
a
what I'm
lot of it
saying.
was
Like
on
we brought up
cast
Van
on his
Buren.
leg. Yeah,
I'm like in the red zone,
yeah,
put a
you should
little
use him. You
non
should.
spice down in the red zone. Those option plays, those counter with the quarterback. Give them an option to throw. don't RPO him because he's decision making as well. We don't want that again, but just give him opportunity to make plays. Put him out in the flats, bootleg him, man, a couple times. Just let him be an athlete, but make plays because he looked good at Mississippi State to me.
Yes,
I'm
and
like,
he's looked good when he's played this year.
yeah,
And my thing is, I don't want to. The only thing I want to see from the 15-yard line in is either the play where we just put Trades Green to one side and just throw him the fade, or I want to see Van Buren in there running read option or something because whatever else they've been doing has not worked. And the Trades Green play is so money. That is like a 60% chance you're either going to get a touchdown or a pass interference automatic first down. And they go through multiple games where they can't score in the red zone. Like the Vanderbilt game, they didn't even try it one time. And it's like, it's so obvious that that's the play to run.
we didn't want the check downs. We want to go deep or nothing at all. So,
Right.
like I said, we were underutilizing this offense, man. We could have been so explosive, but again, it's in the past. We got a fresh start. It's just come out with your hair on fire, guys.
Yeah.
We got them. We got enough talent, man. It should be a good game, though.
I agree. I agree. All right. To close this out, let's do a little.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get your score prediction.
Whew. I'm not gonna pick us to lose. So
I like that. Right. Yeah. Do you see any way where it could be a shootout and we win? Yeah, man. No, I agree. I agree. Shit, man. Let's wrap this thing up. It's been an honor, my friend. We should do this again.
is LSU Fan Dan on TikTok, Instagram. Again, thank you, Mr.
Oh
Ram.
yeah. We'll definitely do this again. This was fun. Always good to get some fresh perspectives, and you might have to come back in a couple weeks and see if our predictions were right.
Oh yeah, let's do that. And look, I'm trying to learn the software too, man. So I may need
I
you
got
a
you.
couple
I got
times.
you.
So
I got you.
I'll hit you up, man. Thank you again, man. You have a good night, man.
All right, man. Appreciate everyone watching, and we'll catch you next time.